Welcome to 2K Sports. We're ready to brighten the weekend with some Saturday night basketball. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Teo Maladon, and it's Schofield in at the four-man position. Pass to Harrison. Let's go with a three. Drains the triple.
I tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Kept alive. Over to the left wing. For three. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Here's Schofield. Pass to Harrison. Takes a three. Silva with the rebound. There's the three. Launches it. He buries it from three.
And there it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Beyond the arc. Knocks down the triple. Harrison's got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Pass to Maladon. There's Laverne. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight, and he's good on the second. And he makes all 3. Connects from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Harrison, guarded by Edwards, from behind the arc. Harrison, no good. The three, fires in the triple. He has 6.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Here's Laverne, three-pointer. Here's Harrison, 6 points for him. 4-3, nails it from 3. Harrison's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
And here's the fast break. Here's Laverne. Misses the 3. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Off the mark there with a 3.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Pass to Schofield. There's a minute 54 left in the first. Here's Ajinça. Six on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
They grab their own miss. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box out.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. From deep. Rebounded by Ajinça. Here's Schofield. He's scoreless. Here's Laverne. Fires the 3. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Shot from the wing. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Harrison. Here's Ajinça. 6 to shoot, and there's the screen. Fires from deep. Drops in the 3. Ajinça's got 5 points.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
First team foul.
No good on the quick 3. It could go. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And here's Napier. The shot. And Booker throws it down.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Let's check in with our reporter, Ldlc.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind. Brian, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allen.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Lee misses. Lets the 3 fly. They get the rebound. It's stolen away. Booker defending. The rebound by Napier.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Booker no good. Here's DeColo. Counted from distance. DeColo's got 6.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
Pass to Black. Here's DeColo. 6 points for him. Banked it in off the glass. DeColo's got 8 here in this quarter.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
There's the triple. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Back to Jackson. Fades back. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
The 3 is up. And the three-pointer goes. 6 points for him.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Fires for 3. Here's DeColo.
First half, 2 minutes.
Releases. Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Pass to Booker. Here's the 3. No good that time. Here's DeColo. Give him 8. Off target with the 3. Buries it from 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
They set the pick. Pass to Jackson. Here's DeColo. Back to Jackson. The three is up. Knocks down the long J. Jackson's got 6 here in the quarter.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Takes the three. Nails it from beyond the arc.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Here's DeColo. Jacks up a three. He drops it from range. DeColo's got 11 points.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
It's Booker on the wing. The three ball. No good. Here's the break. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Napier. All alone on the break. He pulls it. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. He's got 5. Here's DeColo. He's got 11. The three. Gets the three ball to go.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And that'll do it for the first half of play.
Your home team
Leading by 10. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what.
And let's move on. And thanks for tuning in.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Harrison. Lets it go from deep. De Silva with a rebound. De Silva's got 4 rebounds in the game. We've got Teo Maladon, and it's Harrison in at the point. Hits the trifecta.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Here's Laverne. Jacks up a 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
The offensive rebound. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass earning an additional opportunity.
Here's the 3. The shot won't fall.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Schofield. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Yeah, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
From outside the arc, on target from range. He's got 12.
number 13.
Here's Ajinça. He's got 5. Puts up a 3. Here's Laverne. The 3 is up. Edwards pulls it in. From behind the arc. They get it back. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Fires for 3. Pass to Schofield. The 3 is up. He drops it from range. Schofield's got his first 3 points of the game. Schofield's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Schofield.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Pulls it from the corner. He can't hit that time. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Edwards for three. Rebounded by Ajinça. Harrison, the pass to Schofield. Snatched away. Finished off the break.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
To the right side. Here's Laverne. No good on the three.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Away team ball.
On Tuesday, and then on Thursday.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Lets the three fly. Harrison with the bucket. Harrison's got 15.
Really off on his shooting, just 20% this period. Looks like he's getting a bit frustrated.
Lets it fly. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
There's just no reason to give him inside position.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Pass to De Silva. The three. Knocks it down from distance. De Silva's gotten his second bucket.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end. Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Shot on the wing. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. He's got 16.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Here's Harrison. And it's all from three-point range.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Fade away. Maladon grabs the miss. Here's Ajinça. No good on the buzzer beater. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first three quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Teo Maladon, and it's Ajinça at the three. It's good.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Misses the jumper.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
The three ball. No luck on that one. From downtown, fires in the triple.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here's Schofield. Booker defending. A nice shot by Schofield.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
To the inside. And he takes the feet in stride and slams it home.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Rebounded by Ajinça. Here's Laverne.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Pass to Napier. And they're running. 4-3. Harrison with the bucket.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Schofield. Here's Aginsa. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Pass to Maladon. Clock at 6. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Maladon's gotten his first basket of the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Fires the three. Aginsa misses.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
They need this. Outside Napier.
2 minutes.
Takes the three. Drills it from deep.
0.
Here's Aginsa. There's a screen. Beyond the arc. It's not going to go for him. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Harrison's got 6 in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
He gets the first, and that brings him with an 8.
Number 22.
And so he hits both. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Here's Lee. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Here's DeColo. Just 5 on the clock. Releases. And Booker pulls it down. 40 seconds left in the game. They get it back. From outside, off the mark. Here's DeColo. Puts up a deep three. Not going to go that time.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
It's in. And so the road team gets the W in this one. Just a gutsy performance.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Five on the clock. Here's Paul Morrow. No good from outside. Over in the corner, Edwards. Bangs home the trifecta.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
And the foul called on Edwards. Personal foul. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Shields. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The offensive rebound. For three. And the three ball is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. A three-pointer off the mark.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Connects from three-point range. He's got 8.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Edwards against Brooks. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Like, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again. When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
From past the arc.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
No good with the layup. Out to the wing. Brooks covering. Puts up a deep three. Offensive rebound. De Silva. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he's good on the second. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Balmore. No scoring in this one.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his balance.
And Let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. See how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thanks, David. There's the pick. It's stolen. And here's the break. Brooks for three. Sinks the triple.
The transition three. It's part of the new NBA. And when he's taking them, it's a great shot.
46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside Edwards. Looking to end the run. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here's Brooks. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
To the inside. Here's the three. A three-pointer is right on target. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. That will count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. They're up by 2. Stay with us as we get set to... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Napier covering. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they retain possession. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Three-pointer. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Here's Cozier. Going inside. And that one is hammered home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
They grab their own miss. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need
Team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's a screen. There's the triple. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. No good with the wing jumper. 3 on 3. For the 3. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
To the left side wing. McCormick's shot is off. Goes for three. Here's Booker. And he lays it straight in.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Mirotic's shot is off. Mirotic has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Booker in the corner. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. On Wednesday, then on Friday.
You know, it might sound cliche, but a road trip like this one is a great time for this team to build chemistry on and off the court. Chemistry absolutely matters in the NBA, and these are the kinds of opportunities teams need to build.
And he banks in the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The three. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
A 3-ball. Booker pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
A tight game here in Utah. Here's Cozier, defended by Booker. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
There's a good screen. Giffey, good. A nice assist from Booker. It's a tie ball game.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Outside from Mirotic. Jacks up a 3. Good on the 3-point shot. Mirotic has got 6 points.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Pocket 6.
Out of bounds. Away team ball.
.23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Napier covering. And the basket is good. He's got 6.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Giffey. Pass to Napier. Takes the 3. That one's not going to go. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
One thing that's kept them close, putting in work on the offensive glass. They're feasting on second chances.
Yeah, they've been active.
And moving on, thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Powered it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Fires from deep. Pass to Balmoro. Brooks outside. Shields. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. 3-pointer. They get it back. Brooks covering. Second shot opportunity. That one no good.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul, first team foul.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for the away team. Number 16.
Good on both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Pass to Edwards. There's the 3. The shot, no good.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. The tray. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
That's tipped.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Lucic gets the three-pointer to fall. 9 points in the game so far.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Bolmaro. To the wing on the left. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Launches from deep. Unable to get that one.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Lucic.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
About the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback.
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe, sinks the three-pointer.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Outside Edwards. Out left to the wing. Brooks against Edwards. Pass to Bolmaro. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Shoots it. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Looking to end his cold spell, and the layup is up and in.
Number 13.
Here's Bolmaro. He has yet to score. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Lets the 3 fly. Brooks grabs the board.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
It's deflected, and they recover it. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Shields. That 3 off the mark. Lucic. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 14. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Napier covering, And here's Mirotic from beyond the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Booker in the corner. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
First personal foul.
Well, they've got some work to do to cut into this lead.
And no need to get away from the game plan, though. But plenty of time to get back in it.
Giffey hits the 3-point bomb. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to McCormick. Napier covering. Right wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Here's Quizaire. The layup off target.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Over to the wing. Launches it. Hits it from 3-point range.
Yeah, great outside shooting. Really fueling this run.
Outside Mirotic. And finished off by Mirotic.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lets it go with the 3. McCormick with the rebound.
Questionable shot selection on that 3. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Six on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. The shot missing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes. It'll be a turnover. Away team ball.
.158 left in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing. It's intercepted. Fires the 3. Mirotic grabs the miss. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Off target from the wing.
And the defense was right on him there. Nice contest.
They set the pick. Offline with his 3.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Shields, defended by Booker. Takes a 3. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Five to shoot. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
puts up a deep three. Can't hit that one. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile one.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. There's the triple. Maladon grabs the miss. Here's Harrison. Pass to Maladon. Offensive board. Here's Harrison. Five on the clock. Schofield. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball forward.
Here's Harrison. And the three-pointer goes.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Balmaro. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. I asked him what he told his team in regards to how to guard Paul George tonight. He told me Paul is a tremendous player. I told our guys that when he's attacking, we need to help one another out. It has to be a team effort defending him. So it sounds like he'll be sending plenty of defenders PG-13's way.
Appreciate the report, Allie. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Fires the three. Knocks down the long J. So it's the home team now. Here's Laverne. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Balmaro. Pass to Brooks. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
Good on the second one. And he nails the third. So it's the home team now. It's a three-point game. This one for three. Harrison with the bucket. Harrison's got 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Brooks. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Harrison with the bucket. Harrison's got all 3 threes to fall. Dead-eye shooting. Here's Balmaro. Yep, that one goes.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Harrison. He's got 9. Pass to Schofield.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Launches it. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now.
Tough call for his coach. Second foul already. We'll see how much the staff trusts him.
3rd team foul.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter. No good with the triple. Here's Agenza. Brooks defending. Right wing. Maladon for 3. And he can't get that one. Launches a three. Maladon grabs the miss.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
And they take the lead. 12 points for him.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work.
Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish. Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
The three sinks the tray. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Aginta. Out to the right wing. Here's Schofield. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Three-pointer. The shot that time not on target. Doesn't go for him. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. They lead by 1. We'll take a quick break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And the basket by Lee.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Off the mark there with a 3. To the paint. Three-pointer. Here's DeColo. Pass to Lee. They set the screen. The three-pointer off the mark.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Let's go with a 3. Sinks it from distance.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Yep, that one goes. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
And it's good for 2. 5 points in the game.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
From the arc. Hits the three-pointer.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
On the take. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. So it's the home team now. Here's DeColo. Pass to Jackson. There's the 3. McCormick with a rebound. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Jackson, right side. Here's DeColo. Puts it up. Offensive rebound. Fires from deep. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left in the first half. Here's Mirotic. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. The visitors with the ball. Clock at 6. Stepped on the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost him a possession. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. They're having a little bit of trouble right now, hanging in the middle of the league.
When I look at this visiting team, they've shown their potential, but we've seen it in flashes. If they want to move up this list, it may take better focus and commitment.
And the basket by lead. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
Pass to Mirotic. A good-looking shot from the wing.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Lee. Jackson, right side. Here's DeColo. For 3. Hits the trifecta. DeColo's got 6 here in the quarter.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Pass to Mirotic. And it's Lee with the rebound. To the wing, right side. 35 seconds left in the first half. Here's DeColo. From deep. It doesn't go for him.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
A ridiculous slam!
Yeah!
That was nice!
Insane throwdown right there!
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Harrison. They've got Maladon, and it's Ajinça at the 3, the small forward. Harrison, no good on the triple. Here's Balmaro. And a two-handed jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Pass to Brooks. A deep 3 from beyond the arc, and then some. He's got 15.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. The rebound by Harrison. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And they're pushing it up. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Schofield. Here's Ajinça. No points yet. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3.
You know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Outside for Brooks. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. The three is up. He's off on that one.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
There's the three. Harrison with the bucket. Harrison's got 18 points in the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Tries again. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Maladon, pass to Schofield. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks down the triples. Schofield's got his second basket of the night. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:51 left in the third quarter. He takes it in. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 22 points for him.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from him. Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
They set a pick. Fires the three. Maladon grabs the miss. And here's the fast break. Here's Ajinça. The wide open shot is on the money. Ajinça's got 5 points now this quarter.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Second team foul. At the line.
And he knocks down the first one. Both teams will make substitutions.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Beyond the arc. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Gets the 3 ball to go. 5 points in the game.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Jackson the screen. Here's Lee. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Here's Brooks.
Bad foul. That's not who you want to send to the line.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for the away team.
And he drops the first.
Monty Brooks taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. There's a screen. Here's Lee. And that's not going to go. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. They lead by 2. And we're coming right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And the basket by Lee.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
He gets it in there.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
Back to Jackson.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Shields.
Lets the three fly. Buries it from three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And that one's good. Mirotic.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And the basket by Lee.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Jackson outside. Three-pointer. Gets the three to fall. Jackson's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Here's Mirotic. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Inside.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special. And they pulled it off just right.
Count it.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Out to the right wing. There's the steal. Off target from three-point range.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Pass to Lee. 4-3. That's miss number 5 on the night. 6 for 11 now. Here's McCormick. Defended by Jackson. The three. To the left side wing. Got a piece of it. On the break. Here's Lee. Off target from outside. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Right wing. From behind the arc. He can't get it to go. Here's the break. Counted from distance. Lee's got 12 points here in the second half.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And they suck the air right out of this place by drilling the three. Could be what saves the day for them.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, one way or the other, some fantastic drama unfolding here.
First personal foul, second team foul.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Launches it. And no good.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Jackson on the wing. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point land. And it's Mirotic with the rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Fires from way outside. And he can't get that one. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory. But
Joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Lucic, covered by Ajinça. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. De Silva, no good. Now, Here's Ajinça. Edwards defending. They set the screen. No good on the three. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Now, I asked him about trying to slow down Trae Young, and the coach said you have to get the ball out of his hands. He can hurt you with the pass and with his shot. I'm not going to be surprised if you see them blitzing and doubling him a good portion of the game. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Harrison. This one for three. Drains the three-pointer.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Paladon passes to Laverne. There's the screen. Shot from the top of the key. And that's good for two. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Outside Edwards. From outside the arc. That one doesn't drop.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted. But he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Launches a three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Edwards got 6.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Now, here's Melodon. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Lucic. And the three off target.
I'm shocked that he didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Paladon passes to Schofield. Here's Ajinça. The turnaround jumper. Count inside. Ajinça's got his second bucket of the night.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Sometimes guys come in with a great mindset, trying to push the action until somebody stops him. Nobody there to do it that time.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
Not only fighting on the boards, he's converting, and not just on the putback. It's been a great start for him.
Here's Harrison. He has 5. From downtown, hits the three-point bomb. 8 points for him.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Schofield. From deep. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. The three. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Harrison passes to Schofield. Cuts off the pass. Fast break. Here they come. For 3, Edwards. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Edwards got 12 points in the game.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
A three-pointer is right on target.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start?
There's the pick. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Ajinça. No good with the triple. Here is Edwards. He's got 12. Here's De Silva. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Up 6. The second quarter coming up right after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
They've got Jackson. Black is out there with Lee, and it's DeColo in at the 2 guard. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. You've got Lee. Black is out there with Jackson, and it's DeColo in at the shooting guard position. Lee outside. Jackson looking it over. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Offensive rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jackson with the screen. No good from Lee. Takes a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Outside Jackson. Pass to Lee. Launches it. Here's Black. Outside for Jackson. Here's DeColo. Good. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Kicks it out to Booker. Nice form on the 20-footer.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's DeColo. Good on the triple. DeColo's got 5 points now this quarter. Giffey covered by Lee. Pass to Booker. Giffey. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Black kicks to Jackson. Here's DeColo. Here's the screen. And a miss there on the triple. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. The 3 does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
This one for 3. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Giffey, guarded by Jackson. They get it back. Booker, no good. It's tipped. They set the pick. Over in the corner, Lee. Jacks up a 3. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
1:02 left in the first half. Shot to stop the run. Back to Napier. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by Jackson.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Over in the corner, Lee. Jackson with the screen. Tries it from the top of the key. Here's DeColo. Off target from outside.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The shot's good. 5 points in the game. 17 seconds left in the first half. Launches a three. Offensive rebound. Lee outside. Lets it go from deep. And he's good on the three ball. Lee's got 6 points.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around. Keep it moving. Try to get an assist on every bucket.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up by 3. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And that'll do it for halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Paladon is out there with Harrison, and it's Schofield in at the 4 spot. De Silva with the bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And Theo Maledon picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here is Edwards. He's got 12. Traps in the tray.
Edwards.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid, coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Lucic, defended by Laverne. Here's the three. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Second team foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And the second free throw, good.
Number 7 at the line for 3.
And he makes all 3. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. To the middle. Schofield passes to Harrison. To stop the run. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Fires the 3. He misses his 3rd shot of the game. He has made 6 of his 9. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Number 7.
He's got 5.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
From deep. No good. This miss, number 4 in 10 shots. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Laverne with the steal. Pass to Ajinça. They set the pick. Beyond the arc. Now here's Maledon. Here's Harrison. 17 points in the game. 6 to shoot. The 3. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Pass to Edwards. Takes the 3. Schofield grabs the board. Paladon passes to Ajinça. Hands it from downtown. Ajinça's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point
2 minutes
attempts.
remaining in the 3rd.
They set the pick for the 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Here's Harrison. 20 points for him. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Harrison's got 11 here in this quarter alone. Back to Edwards. Buries it from three-point range.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And that one's good, Harrison.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Outside Edwards. To the paint. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Harrison. Edwards defending. The shot by Harrison, no good. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Lucic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Achinsa. Here's Laverne. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
Well, that's when you got to rely more on your defense and try to get out in the open floor. Oftentimes, you can develop your rhythm offensively when you get easy baskets.
Fires for three. He doesn't hit that one. He gets it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Up by 4. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
You know, anytime a guy is in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Freakish.
Man overboard.
Wow.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt an alley-oop to himself.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And that one is stuffed right through.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And the three ball is good.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second three of the game, one in each half.
With the shot. There's Jackson with the three. Connects from three-point range. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers. It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
They set the pick from outside the arc. They get it again. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, and Pop Man is going for the jugular.
Kept alive to the left wing. And off the fryer, and in it goes.
Hard to leave any player that wide open from that distance.
Lee kicks to Jackson. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Fires from deep. That one misses. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Booker's gone 1 of 3 on the night. On the wing, Lee. Napier covering. Lee passes to DeCola. Hit by Lee. From downtown, drills the three-pointer.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Lets it go with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
His first attempt of the game finds the target. Puts one up from 19. And no good that time.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
No good that time.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Here's DeCola. Just 4 to shoot. Fires from way outside. No good on that one.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
There's a good screen. Giffey. Pass to Napier. Giffey. From outside, off the mark. Outside Jackson. Here's DeCola. There's the 3. It's off target. He is 4 of 9 from the field.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 13, Andreas. Number 13.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Jackson from long range. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were...
Welcome to Tuesday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. We got a good one in store for you. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Flush down, a nice jam.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Out left to the wing. And the three off target. Here's Balmaro. The three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Edwards. Here's the pick. Connects from downtown.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Brooks. Here's Balmaro. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We talked about star guard Trae Young, their biggest problem tonight. Coach said Young is one of the most explosive offensive guys in this league. We want to make him a volume scorer. Force Trae into lower percentage looks. Should be a fascinating matchup, BA.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Old team foul. Shields. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's a screen. Edwards fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Edwards has got 6.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Nails it from 3. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Here's Balmaro. Basket's good. Balmaro's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And there's a pick. And he lobs it up to the rim. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you gotta love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Edwards against Brooks. Tipped.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Drains the triple.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Pass to De Silva. Here's the three. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. 1:03 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Balmaro, and that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Here's Edwards. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one. There's 48 seconds left in the first. And that one is hammered home.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. The shot that time, not on target.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Outside for Brooks. Takes the three. No luck on that one. Fires from deep. Can't get it to drop. Lets it go from deep. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Napier. First
On Tuesday, and then on Wednesday.
At the line for two, number 1.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Launches a three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
3 points.
Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Pass to Napier. The three ball. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. From deep three-point range. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. For three, Booker. Pure from three-point range. Booker's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. To the wing on the left. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Puts up a three. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Here's Mirotic. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
From downtown, drops in the three. 6 points for him.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Six to shoot. Over to the wing. From outside the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
Their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead.
It's Booker on the wing. They get the rebound, and they recover it. Jacks up a three. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
.116 left in the first half. To the middle. Here's Mirotic. Booker with the defensive effort.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Driving in. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now. 43 seconds left in the second. They set the pick. Offline with a three. Pass to Mirotic. The three is up. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Three-pointer. And he missed there. 4 for 8 shooting now so far.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Here's Napier. Pure from three-point range. Napier's gotten himself on the board with a three there. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up 2, and we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played.
I got to see more fight on the glass. They're in a slugfest. Winning the battle of the boards can swing this game.
But do they have the personnel to do it? I agree.
And that's it for halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Here's Balmaro. Brooks outside. Fires it. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. 12 points for him.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Edwards looking for an opening. Nice jump shots. Edwards got 10 points in the game. Edwards gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Brooks the pass to Balmaro. And it's blocked. Pass to De Silva. It's Edwards on the wing. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. He can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Away team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line.
The free throw drops for Brooks.
Armani Brooks. 2 shots.
And Brooks drops them both. Let's go with a 3. He buries it from 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 15.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
With the game on the line, Ice Stray is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I work too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Away team foul. Number 13. First personal foul, second team
First free
foul.
throw is good.
At the line for your home team, Shields.
Both shots good from the strike. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. Puts up a deep 3. Second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. Edwards has got 12 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Balmaro. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
And not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
A quick shot there. It's off target.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
1:27 left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. Drains the triple. He's got 22.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Pass to Edwards. Pulls it from 20. And he knocks the jumper down. Now Brooks. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3-ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Pass to Edwards. Here's De Silva. Takes a 3. That one doesn't drop. In transition, here they come. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. From deep three-point land, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And that does it for the third quarter.
Come on, fans.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. to the wing. Three-pointer, no good. The deep three. Buries it from three.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
They get it back. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback. Count that one.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. McCormick with a rebound. McCormick's got his 5th rebound in this one. The rebound by Napier.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
From the arc. Here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Padding the stat sheet, getting the board and the hoop all on one play.
Yep, he's earning his coach's appreciation. From deep three-point range. And Booker pulls it down. Booker's got 4 rebounds now. There's a screen. This one for 3. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Pulls it. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
For 3. No good there.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And so they foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So both teams changing it up here. Stripped away. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. From behind the arc. Drops in the 3. 30 points in the game.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Fast break. Here we go. Edwards pulls it in. Pass to Booker. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Edwards for 3. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
And he's really made his mark with the three-pointer today. And that's another big one.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul, first team foul.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 9-point game here. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here we go, one-on-one. Launches it from deep. The shot comes out. Finished off the break.
Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
From deep three-point land, the long-distance 3 is buried. 43 seconds left in the 4th quarter. To the inside. Here's Booker. And it's Mirotic with the rebound. Puts up a deep three. Edwards pulls it in. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
The shot, no good. From deep, sinks it. What range from downtown. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A competitive game, you have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the...
2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Harrison out there with Melodon. And it's Laverne in at the center, locking down the middle.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Paul Morrow. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Here's Harrison. Now, here's Ajinça. Here's Melodon. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
The drive by Brooks.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
First team foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for your home team, Armani Brooks. 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Harrison scanning the floor. Pass to Laverne. Back to Harrison. There's the pick. Lets it fly. No good that time.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Defended by Laverne. Out to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. Shields. A three-pointer, no good. Pulls up. Pass to Melodon. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Over to the left wing. No good from outside.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Balmora. Covered by Ajinça. Shields. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brooks on the double team. Ajinça the pass to Harrison. A 3-pointer off the mark. Here's Balmora. And it's Melodon with the rebound.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Misses the wing 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he gets the bucket. Melodon's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Now, here's Ajinça. Not a lot of room. Here's Laverne. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Shields gets it to go from beyond the arc.
McGee just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
There's the pick. Here's Harrison. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Harrison's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. We've got 1:08 left in the first. Three-pointer. Laverne grabs the miss.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Good on the three-point shot. Harrison's got 9.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a 3-pointer. That's a bad decision.
And a clear Clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Puts up a deep 3. McCormick with the rebound. It's been a little while since they've been in the lead.
And that's why this is such an important possession for them.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Number 7.
And here is Lee. From deep three-point land. They get the rebound. Black lays it up and banks it in.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Up 3. After this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
The free throw drops for Lee.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Lee. They've got Black. Lee out there with Jackson. And it's DeColo in its shooting guard. A 3 for Mirotic. Black grabs the board. Pass to DeColo. The tray. Clock at 6. There's a screen. It's good from long range. DeColo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. DeColo's gone 1 of 3 from deep tonight. And it's denied. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. For 3. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. Covered by Lee. Mirotic, a screen on Lee. Shoots. Mirotic's shot is off. From past the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Lee's got 5 points now in the quarter.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Inside. And stolen by Mirotic. And here comes the break. Here's Quizier. Nails the open triple off the fast break.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Jackson with the screen. Here's DeColo. And it's off from three-point range. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Quizier. Off target from three-point range. One-on-one fast break. Lee kicks to Jackson. From the arc. No good from Lee. Lee's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Lets the 3 fly. Guarded by Jackson. Here he goes. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Lee. That is his first foul of the game. Mirotic the screen. Covered by Lee.
2 minutes remaining.
From deep three-point land. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Out to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He has 5. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Jackson. There's the triple. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Decolo's got 6 points.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Pass to McCormick. Covered by Lee. Shoots the 3. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4. Outside Jackson. Here's the screen. Out to the right wing. From deep three-point land. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Here's Quizair. Misses the 3. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And a wide open look for Lee. Drills it from outside. Lee's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
The offensive rebound. Outside from Heritage. Offline with his 3. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. They're up by 9. We'll step away briefly, but we'll get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
You know what time it is. It's time for your fan half-court shot.
Take a look at the home team. You expect this game to go down to the wire, and if it does, it'll be good for the coaches to see.
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for the home team.
They've been a step.
And that is it for halftime.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. They set the screen. Laverne in the corner. Here's Harrison. Brooks covering. Harrison passes to Meladon. Back to Harrison. Sinks the triple. 12 points for him.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
They've got Harrison. He's out there with Meladon. And it's Laverne in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Launches it from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
There's the screen. Pass to Schofield. A 3-ball. He can't get that one.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all the time.
Oh, wow.
The pretty dunk brings down the house.
Gracious.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Harrison kicks to Ajinça. Puts up a three. The shot will not fall. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Shields. The long distance three is buried. 12 points for him.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Here's Harrison. Brooks covering. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go that time. Defended by Laverne. And he dunks it down.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Shields covered by Ajinça. Shields to the wing right side. Sinks the triple.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
For the lead, Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Schofield, and he's good on the 3-ball. Schofield's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land. Shields tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. There's a screen. Maledon passes to Harrison. Down low. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Theo Maledon.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Balmoro. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Balmoro's got 6.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Here's Schofield. Out left to the wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Pass to Schofield. Had the space there, but it's offline. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. They lead by 4. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. They've got Jackson. Black is out there with Lee, and it's DeCola in at the 2 spot. Hits it from 3-point range.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
There's a good screen. Jacks up a 3. Cans it from downtown. DeColo's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
No good on the triple. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. This goes here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shields. It's good from long range.
After hitting only 1 from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And the 3-ball is good.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Lee's gotten 3 of his 5 3-point attempts to fall. Pass to McCormick. Shields, covered by Lee. Shields. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Here's DeColo. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to McCormick. Covered by Lee. Outside Mirotic. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Now here's Jackson. There's Lee with the 3. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Lee's got 6 in the quarter.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the 3-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the 3. And Lee pulls it down. Pass to Black. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Shields got a piece of it. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Off target with his 3. DeColo's gone 5 of 13 tonight from the floor. It's a hand on it.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
50 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Fires away from way outside. McCormick with the rebound. Shields, guarded by Jackson. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think,